Hello, everybody. How's it going? What a wonderful stream. It's fun to say these things for the first time. I'm looking at the chat. Somebody said that I'm going to cook a pizza, and it's going to be a hybrid of Georgia-style food and Chicago deep dish. Well, let me tell you something. Anybody who says that they are from Chicago and like deep dish pizza is a fucking liar, a son of a bitch. Let's go over here and let's look at some real pizza that I've prepared very quickly for you to look at because I was thinking about this before I started the stream. Wow. So this is Vito and Nick's. This is some real Southside pizza. People in Chicago typically eat tavern-style pizza. I don't know anybody who was born and raised in Chicago who said that they like deep dish pizza. Then, for the first, I'm looking at this, and this is very interesting because this person here, I don't want to dox them. I doxed them earlier, but I don't want to dox them. But this person was my merch person for an entire tour when I was on tour with Kettle. This person was also Dillinger Escape Plans merch person for my different tour. And I don't understand why I'm looking at a video of her talking about Vito and Nick's Pizza, but this is where you want to go if you're in Chicago. So, whole thing's weird. I don't want to play it because I don't want to get demonetized, but, you know, who knows? Maybe it would be bad for her career for me to out her as a merch person, but she did a great job. Fun to travel with. She left her sunglasses in a gas station, and we had to, drive quite a long ways back. That was annoying. But other than that, great time. All right. I'm going to save that for later because I'm going to need to understand in what context is she talking about pizza that from the place that I went to as a kid. Vito and Nick's is where I went as a kid. Oh, yeah. One more thing about Vito and Nick's. About this pizza here. Do they have any more pictures? No. They don't accept anything but cash, naturally. And Red Means Recording and Venus Theory both said that it is incredible. I'd like to see if they think that it's the best pizza they've ever had. But, yeah. Okay, so back to other stuff. St. Louis style pizza. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Does it just have I was about to make a mean joke about St. Louis, as Chicago people do. Does it have arches in it? I'll make a lamer joke. I was gonna make a joke being does it? Are the pieces of sausage and stuff super far and few, just like the buildings? And anyway, just because St. Louis is quite dilapidated. Detroit style pizza is actually pretty good. I don't know if people in Detroit eat it that way. I don't think I've ever. I've been to Detroit a lot of times, and I only ordered pizza on one occasion, or tried to get pizza on one occasion. It was at a show. I was playing a show in a loft somewhere, and the Domino's guy was like, "Nope." I was like, "All right," just called me and was like, I ain't delivering there," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and that was it. But. Yeah. Good for watching sport. Okay. So let's dive into this new software I'm checking out today called FL Studio. Today I'm just cooking up some deep fried Georgia and deep dish Chicago music. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I don't cook at all. Not I don't cook. I can't cook. I don't really have any skills. I always follow recipes really closely, but then there's always that one part where it's mix to taste, and you're like, what? I don't know what to do, and then I end up screwing it up. Or another problem is that I can't spend longer preparing a meal than it takes me to eat it. That's hard for me to do because I'm a busy tech guy. You know what I mean? Your first live. It's like an infant that was just born. My first live. Here I am. and for some reason talks like Mario. It's a me, infant. So this is something I was already working on, and here we are now. Let's hear it. I don't remember what it sounds like, but this was the last session that I was working on probably a few days ago. And it looks like I had loops, which isn't normal. Oh no, it looks like I have a drum. I have triage in there. How's the foot? Fuck. Hurts really bad. Yeah. It hurts, but whatever. You know, I was thinking about it. I was actually, the way that I hurt my foot, I was digging a hole to bury this girl that I met. Just kidding. I was digging a hole to try and run fiber, and I can't run fiber, which blows. But I was digging a hole to try and find out. I was like trying to fish fiber, and we couldn't get past a certain area. And it was in this pipe, this conduit pipe that was running underground, and that had electricity going through it. So you can run fiber with electricity. And so, yeah, I mean, you know, bought all the stuff to splice it and cleave it and everything. And with a bunch of other guys, we were all just digging down into this hole to see where this pipe went and where things were going wrong, because I was like, you know, lubing up the pipe and putting the line fisher in there. And yeah, and I just went to the chicken coop and grabbed the shovel that I use for the pine bedding and put it in the ground and stomped on the back of it. And yeah, it was on top of a rock. And so, yeah, it hurt, and I made a noise. And then I tucked it out for a few hours. And then I went inside and took my shoe off, and it was like a golf ball on the side. And I was like, okay, this is probably this is something that needs medical care. I got medical care in like an hour and a half. Like, got the x-rays, everything. It was pretty quick. I'm supposed to have a boot, but my feet are too big, I guess. I have 13, and my shoe size is 13 and a half. See everybody racing to Wikipedia to fill that out. My shoe size is 13 and a half, and I guess orthopedic boots don't typically come in that. So they're going to see if they can order me one. And if not, then I just have to have this sort of ghetto wrap with a splint on the bottom for a while. Was it a masculine voice I made? It was funny because everybody else mentioned it, because when something really hurts, I just go like that. Like, just sort of, it is kind of masculine. Yeah. Or I'll just go like, fuck! Like, you know, but yeah. So that's what happened to my foot. It's like literally the worst possible time that you could have that injury. It sucks, but it's not like a permanent injury. I asked the doctor if I could, like, if I had to run from a fire or a wolf or something, would I permanently damage my foot? And she said, no, you need to stay off of it, but you'd just be in a lot of pain. I said, okay, that's what I wanted to hear. I don't want to damage anything. All right, we ready to hear this song? Here we go.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
We can get rid of that whole first part if this part develops. Drum and bass is making I feel like drum and bass is making a very natural, organic comeback. Like from sim selections, from like random pieces of music that I'm just hearing. I feel like smooth drum and bass is just having this sort of resurgence, and it doesn't seem, you know, it's not like a club scene that's doing it. There's no like giant hit record that's influencing it. It's just happening. That's kind of cool, right? Steve Albini's cooking blog. Oops.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
I can't. There's a bass sound that I've wanted to use forever. I'm gonna try and find it really fast. See if I could. I mean, I'll get copyright stricken. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. I think it's from Remote Control. No. Yeah, it's from a Donda track. It's from a Kanye track on Donda. I have a little tape emulator running on the end of this. So, like, yeah, I wonder what... Is it just like a distorted sine? For... It's kind of a trap sound, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, this could be peaked a lot more. Oh, weird. Always the drama with triages. Maybe it's 3 and 4. I can't go through this again with triage. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. So yeah, you have to like go into settings, and then I feel like every single time now everybody gets to witness it. Anybody who's watched my previous streams with this plugin, they've watched me struggle to find the multi out. Okay, and then you have to enable it in here. Multi-out's enabled. And that, like, this is such a weird workflow. And this still isn't it, is it? Yeah, okay, so this one goes to 3 and 4. Yeah, there we go. Mixing on the go. Yeah, I mix on the go. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like a lot of times, you know, I feel like you have so many ideas. Like, I feel like very few people making music like this are short on ideas. Like, you probably find ideas pretty easily. And so a lot of times it's like when you actually mix something live, you get to figure out if that idea sounds good, honestly, if all those things can come together that well. I mean, I'm sure, you know, somebody could save it somewhere, but nobody has time for that. Yeah, and another factor is like I wouldn't want to mix this after the fact, because right now I'm finding out if this bass works. You know, so far it's not doing very, very good. So I'm like, okay, I can just replace it. didn't know that. I will look at that. Ooh. I would like that to be a little shorter, but I like that. For sound design, hardware. I'm sorry, software. Yeah, I wouldn't even touch hardware if you're just getting into it. I mean, you know, it looks cooler and it's more fun, but realistically, you'll find out what kind of sound design you want to start with hardware, through software. A checklist? No, nothing like that. Really, it's all over the place. Like I might, I don't know, you know, it's kind of funny when I first started listening to this, I was like, okay, I get this.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
And then once I started making this, I was like, should I just delete all this? But I think there might be a place for it in there. I want to try something here really fast. Makes everything sound so... Youch. Randomization? What do you mean? Like in this? There's like a modulation window here, so you could have all that. And then you could have an input file or Sample and hold noise. Slew it all, which is pretty much random. I don't think I would ever really do that though. In actual, I would do that when playing around, but I wouldn't do that in a song. I would edit all the events. All right, let's see if this improved the drums because I'm not feeling them that much. Yeah, the drum beat's not cutting through, in my opinion. So fuck it. Let's save that and yeah, that's weak. Sounds like it's almost doubled up or something. D&B. Meh. I think I feel like this is the closest it got. This like, ugh. Why low bit everything? Okay, I bet we could just cut something up and actually break it in a nice way. Nero drum and bass, mixed beats. None of these sound like Nero, from my understanding. My only understanding of Nero is from Mr. Bill talking about it and him being like, it sounds like this, and I'll be okay. That might do. These are all very classic. Lame. No, what's going? I thought I had like one modern something I could just cut from easily. I love this one, the Canberra. Yeah, these are all classic. Come on, give me a modern drum and bass sound canvas to start off of. Fluid computational drum and bass. Let's compute. Nope, same shit. Exact same fucking things as together. All right, fast breaks, beats. $260 dB. Cool. Bipolar. It's like clinical depression drum and bass. Paranoid schizophrenia drum and bass. Panic disorder drum and bass. This is cool. Borderline personality. Hi-hats. Ooh. Okay. I'm listening. I'm listening. I like the sound. We could also do 2 of these. Okay. Let's try it on. To get rid of this.
Want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to.
Oh, burp. That's our issue. That's not bad. We need to divvy up those basses, or kicks rather. To a new output. There we go. Now it'll... Oh, I forgot that I had this stupid thing. All right. That's honestly so much better, isn't it? Few transients here on the end. One of my favorite things also to do is check this out. Almost. Okay. Now let's hear it. lost it. Maybe something like that. This needs a lot of EQing. Maybe. Wonder if one of these will sit behind it. Ah, derp. Yeah, these are all just packs, aren't they? Or if there's just a nice top that I could put over it. A lot of this is trash, huh? Percussion loops. That hurts a little bit. Audio modern play beat. No. I think I've tried it once. Maybe it seemed gimmicky or something, but I could be thinking of something else. I don't want to drag on it if it, there's a lot of things. Why do we have so many of each? Maybe we could use triage as a just something with a nice chill ride. No, we're not gonna get anything normal out of this, are we? Vintage scraper. Yeah, that could work. Here's my previous beat. Go on. Just a normal ride. That's all I ask. Where's that? Would it kill him to just give me a ride symbol? Okay. Okay. Give me a ride, please. What's going on with these effects? They're a little goofy. Random panning. There we go. F. Lovely. So now let's hear that transition.
I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take 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 you
need to hear the bass with that headphone.
I want to get you up.
Knew that would happen. Yeah, whenever I... Damn. I hate how I can't really work in headphones that well. It's so annoying. It'd be so nice to just be able to like pop on headphones and... But yeah, the moment I took them off, I was like, oh, this... All right, glaring issues. Like immediately. Like, yep, we got some phasing issues. That's the whole problem that I was experiencing. Also, I wonder if I can just pan some of these. I feel like that's the cheap, stupid way of doing it. Yeah, we don't need to be panning cymbals. We just need to mix things better.
I want to get you. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
Okay, yeah. I want sound effects more than anything. I just kind of want to... Not like that, though. Oh, this is kind of more of a... It's actually also not in tune. Okay. I could be sold on this. Also. Yeah, I really hate the beginning now. Yeah. But I kind of want it more like retro sounding. I want to put it through a real tape machine. What features would delight me in a Model resonator? It's a good question. Not really sure. I guess different types of resonators, different types of models, like different types of impulses for like pickups, being able to like place the mic and drag and drop the mic in certain areas, kind of like you can do it in piano tech. That would be nice to do, but outside of piano tech's world, to be able to move the things. Also, yeah, maybe the actual resonators, maybe stuff like a big library of impulses for that not necessarily impulses, but like, a marble dropping on a sink very close to it. That sort of that sort of sound it'll make. Things like that, just like weird things. Sounds very, like, for some reason this reminds me of like something that might play at Kmart in a dream, if that makes sense. So like an example of what I was talking about with the, oh man, my broken foot is my sustain pedal foot. It's torture. I forgot I had this thing. God, it sounds so much more extreme when you just play it on a bare piano, doesn't it? Okay, anyway. Sorry, I like playing the piano. Then down here we could turn on compensation for both delay and level. We could change the sound speeds. Change the mic models. Yeah, I don't know if he used his sample brain software. Plus, that wouldn't be telling you anything, would it? If I was like, Aphex Twin uses this software that he's publicly released to the world. Yeah, that wouldn't make me very helpful. Okay, so here you have, and also what I was talking about with the striker, here you have, like, I mean, you could do this with a lot of impulse, but yeah, you could. Add this with like some of the crazy, some of the crazy reverb and impulse features of a physical modeling software. was touring with Dillinger Escape Plan. Pretty crazy. I had never heard their music before. I think I heard them play Come to Daddy. I think somebody was like, hey, a band played Come to Daddy, and I saw like a quick thing. Ben Weinman reached out to me based on I don't know how much of this is public info, whatever, it doesn't matter. I did a remix for Nine Inch Nails, and it was very crazy. Very, very crazier than anything. It was crazier and more abrasive than anything that would have gone on a Nine Inch Nails remix thing. And I also didn't use any of the assets that were supplied to me for the Nine Inch Nails remix. I just literally made a track and called it a remix. And so somehow Ben Weinman heard that, the leader of Dillinger Escape Plan, I think he's the founding member, and contacted me and was like, hey, I really like that remix. And then I started listening to your music and I really like it. And I was like, cool, thanks. Awesome. He was like, I'm in a band called Dillinger Escape Plan. And I was like, cool, I think I heard of them. And then I think I maybe looked them up and saw the Come to Daddy thing. And then he was like, hey, do you want to go on tour with us next month? And I was like, how much money? What's the money? And they somehow, I don't know if it was Clear Channel or whatever, there was some company involved, and I felt like I wasn't getting paid enough, and they started the tour without me in Canada, and they mentioned me on Headbangers Ball. I remember seeing a clip of Headbangers Ball where I was being on MTV, where Ben was talking about my music. And then all of a sudden, since he promoted it in such a big platform, then by the way, Ben's a wonderful, wonderful person. He's amazing. Nicest person you'll ever meet. And since he plugged me on this massive platform as being on the tour, and I was in this sort of weird standoff, then they're like, okay, let's pay him. And then I think I came on the next show or something like that, or a show after that. So yeah, I toured with them for a bit, and I didn't know what to expect. I knew that their music was, at the time, I was not a fan of that type of music at all. The last music like that I had listened to before Dillinger was Pantera. And I saw Pantera live in the 90s, right? So when I was a teenager. And then I kind of just completely left that world. And so to me, it was just a lot of screaming, it's just kind of my initial outside impression was oh, this is what people at Hot Topic listen to, right? And so that was kind of, I didn't know what to expect. I thought I was going to get beer bottles thrown at me and shit. Then I think I came on the tour the day before my first set with them. I think there was a day where I wasn't playing, and I saw them play, and I was like, oh man, this is a lot. This is really hard. There's so much is going on. It's chaos, and I need to change my set a little bit because I can't play the normal. I have to play crazier things. And I feel like my set was almost a little bit it was kind of clowning a little bit. It was kind of just clowning out my as abrasive as I could make things. It was kind of silly by today's standards of what I would do in a live set. But at the time, it worked really well. And when Dillinger would play, I would hang out with them, whatever, and then they would play, and I would go on the tour bus, and because it was loud and it was crazy, and it was too much. It was I was getting overloaded. And then as the tour went on, by the end of it, I was on the side of the stage or up in the rafters for every single show, for every single night, it was that crazy. And at the end of it, it was kind of funny because at the end of it, I literally was thinking to myself, this is the best rock show ever. This is the best rock band ever. You can't, because they've hit every extreme and they've hit it so brilliantly. The amount of musicianship and performance chops in it. If anybody's ever seen Dillinger Escape Plan play, they're not only playing all of those insane mathcore tracks perfectly. They're also jumping off of shit, climbing up on rafters. There's no moment where it's chilled out. Like, it's very performative and crazy, and it's almost like they took that Pantera style and that like post-punk style and just brought it to such an absurd place that it made an entirely new mechanism of and ultimately genre that to me felt like jazz, to be honest. It felt like some sort of mashup of pop culture in suburban America and jazz. Not to go on a complete tangent about this. So by the time that the tour was wrapping up, I couldn't not watch the shows. They were brilliant. They're amazing, even though, it totally wasn't my style in the beginning and still isn't. I don't listen to other bands like that. I only listen to Dillinger in that genre. I don't really, even Between the Buried and Me was on that tour as well. And at least for part of it, or maybe all of it, I don't know. But they were on it too. And yeah. So I think Horse the Band was on it for some too, but yeah, it was never my thing, like everybody would then be like, hey, what kind of music? Yeah, people would name bands. Oh, do you listen to them? I'm like, I just don't listen to that type of music. And it's not that I resist it. It's like, but I mean, people say that with like, EDM. And I'm like, I don't know these names. Like there's Deadmau5, and then I think there's like, some friends I think that I've met at festivals, but like other than that, I'm not really. Yeah. I didn't know what BT BAM meant for a really long time. Even though like I was on tour with them. After the tour, until just like a year ago, I think they mentioned me in some interview, and people kept being like, hey, BT BAM likes you or something. And I was like, okay. I thought it was like a Twitch streamer or something, but yeah. BT BAM was interesting because they were so, their music was so crazy and technical and impressive, and they were so stagnant on like physically, the way they were on stage. Like it was interesting in that era. Like I felt like they should have turned off all the lights. Weirdly, like I felt like it would have been cool if it was all in the dark. And I realized that the only reason I felt that way is because Dillinger was playing after them. Like, if you have a band just playing instruments brilliantly and perfectly, it's amazing and it's awesome. But if Dillinger's playing after that band, then like they're going to look stagnant. They're going to look like they're statues playing because Dillinger is, all over the place. So, yeah, but all super talented. I feel very lucky to be involved with that in general because it was such a new world to me, and also like every person on that tour. I don't like stay in touch with them daily, but I am in touch with pretty much every person that I could like message them right now and, still be on friendly terms. And that's awesome. That's hard. You sort of make a friend for life. Not in a million years, I thought, in a show with Flashbulb and Dillinger. Yep. Yeah. It was. Go figure. I mastered some of their stuff too. And then it was always like we were going to work together more, and just life kind of pulled us in separate ways, and I kind of got. And I'm also really bad at collabing. I'm terrible at collaborating with anybody. Like I always say I will, and then I don't know. I just like working in my own bubble. But yeah, good times. Botch. Yeah, I don't remember. I used to say the word botch about everything, but yeah. Oh yeah, my mom. I fucking God, what was that in Chicago? It was in Chicago. I think it was a show I was playing with Dillinger at this big auditorium, and my mom did the green room area was like upstairs or something, And my mom was like, saw me up there. And I told her she could go up there. And she sort of started walking up the stairs. And she had just broken her foot like 2 years before that. And so she was still having trouble up the stairs. And this bouncer was like grabbing her and tearing her away from the stairs as she was trying to come up. And I like caught eye of this. And I almost fucking killed the guy. It was a very physical altercation very quickly. Because, you know, like if you like put your hands on a bouncer in any sort of way like that. But I mean, dude was like grabbing my mom a little bit too roughly. And to be completely honest, my intention was getting her out of the way and kicking him down the stairs. Fortunately, it didn't happen. And, you know, eventually he saw the tag and apologized. But yeah, I was pretty fucking pissed off. But yeah. I don't remember what the Nin song was, to be honest. It was just a chaotic track that ended up getting like remixed into what became Bind Dump, the first track on Flexing Habitual. Whatever the first track on that is, that's what that eventually became. So like I sort of did a few things differently and then released it under its own name. You let Dillinger anywhere near your mom. Yeah. No, yeah, it was a good. I wonder if they're gonna tour again. It was like, again, even though it's like not a scene that I'm part of. When they announced that they weren't touring anymore, I really felt like, man. That's an era that's gone. Are they touring now? Oh man. Because I know Benn was he was with Suicidal Tendencies now. Now I gotta look. Did Dillinger's escape plan break up? Tour. Reunion. Well, that was fast. Yeah, all right. Chicago. Okay, not like a full tour, but I'm looking at song kick. Oh, it's okay. So in Brooklyn, Panama, and Chicago. Maybe we'll go to the Chicago one. Yeah, I didn't know that. Crazy. They're playing at the Paramount in Brooklyn. I know where that is. I think we played there, actually. Yeah, anyway. Cool. Yeah. Well, now you can. Yes, Mom. That was the same tour where I left all of my clothes on the bus after the tour. My mom just breaking out with, like, the stuff that I wouldn't put in my biography. It's like... And then I left all my clothes on the tour bus, and they were gone for months, and I had to wait until I went back to New York from the next tour to get my clothes. Oof. I love how my mom's just dropping these stories. Gee, Mom, should I talk about the time you accidentally ate the weed muffins? I won't tell the story, but she handled herself very well, despite not realizing that she had copious amounts of marijuana in her body without. I mean, you know, I should have labeled the muffins better. She certainly did not come asking for more. No, man, when you eat too much weed, you never want to touch the shit again. It's like the worst experience in the world. Yeah. Smoking's one thing. Edible, it's like you can't leave the experience.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
Quiet piano, huh? Dude, yeah, anybody from Chicago from that era who like hung out at bars and stuff like that would know about the Muffin Lady and know how powerful those were. 'Cause she used to mix that up with butter into like almost like a hash oil. It's crazy. Yeah, the Muffin Lady's real. She would go from bar to bar with baskets of muffins and sell them, and they were great. That's what she did for, I mean, she was an old woman. She was like in her 70s probably. And I remember and she did this for ages with kind of impunity, just sort of like went bar to bar. Nobody really, she wasn't hurting anybody really. Everybody who was buying them, was like an adult at a bar already. It was probably, but she, man, one day apparently she got arrested, which is just like, I don't know. It's just like, you arrested the Muffin Lady? You brought the Muffin Lady to fucking jail? Really? Really, y'all? It's fucking, God, like here the tamale guy doesn't have a license. It's another Chicago staple. This needs a shimmer. Yeah, I don't think she did anything. I'm sure cops already knew about her. Like, getting arrested for like weed possession in Chicago wasn't possible at the time, and now it's not illegal anymore. But unless you're black, of course. But this was a white woman, so she had the Chicago police pass, like the rest of us did. I mean, they definitely booked her. I don't know if she, who knows if she paid bail or not. But, I mean, if she didn't pay bail, she was probably put in jail. I'm sure they didn't sentence her to anything. I mean, yeah. Before the end of the stream, I'll look it up. Now I'm curious, because I remember reading about it in the news. Yeah. And I wonder if we could get away with not having the vocals in the beginning. For some reason, they're...
I want to get you alone.
Yeah, boring without the vocals on.
I want to take you away.
Maybe we could use one of those, like, super vocal processors. Isotope vocal synth, maybe. Auto mode. God, these are usually useless, aren't they?
I want to take you away.
Classic.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
Interesting.
I want to get you. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
We could change the format.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
It's C major.
I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away. I want to get you alone. I want to get you alone. I want to take you away.
some sort of, yeah.
I want to get you alone.
Oh, wow. There's an interview with her. Nice. From 2004. Huh. Oh my God, $50,000. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. That's just awful. Yeah, that's so sad. Yeah, and she wasn't like, come on, get some weed, everybody. I mean, she was like so, yeah. Do I have some sort of setting on that I don't realize right now? Why can't I put it there? No? Yeah, that's insane. I'm surprised more people didn't come to her defense. That'd be fine if she sold weed muffins in prison. Like, just somehow still had the basket, like, it's just part of her body. I have a song dedicated to her. Let me find it. Here you go. Oh, terrible quality on YouTube here. Yep. Wow. I hope she's still around these days. Oh, that's her problem. Well, right, this is the bitch, though. It's like, she went through all that. You know, she went through Cook County. Like, dude, Cook County jail's probably the worst jail in the United States. She went there, spent all that time there, and like, if she's still alive today, you know, probably 20 years later now, but if she's still alive today, she's surrounded by weed shops. You know, that's sort of the absurdity of it, is like, on a few occasions this had happened to her before. Yeah, that's insane. Ugh. Yeah. And now it's legal. Now weed shops are all over the city. Nuts. No. Yeah, I mean, if we had civil lawsuits for every person that got, kind of cruelly punished for marijuana possession in a place where it's legal now, we'd have suffered a Great Depression. Like our government would completely. When you think about like California, oh my God! Like California used to have the, they used to have the 3-strike rule. If you got caught with possession 3 times, you'd get life. It was nuts. Well, you also got to ask yourself, tragically, how many people right now in America would say, well, she knew the consequences and she made money selling illegal contraband, so it's her fault. And then they would go vote for somebody who would say, we're going to toughen up the laws on marijuana possession. Tons of those people still exist. Sometimes democracy tastes like shit. Doesn't always taste good. Freedom doesn't always taste good. 2/3 of the time it's not in the flavor you like it. You like it in, sadly. But yeah, I completely agree that, yeah, I would personally love to, maybe she's still alive. Yeah, she at least deserves to manage a weed shop. Yeah. They're only like felonies now with a lot of the 3 strikes law, but I love how our justice system is like predicated around fucking baseball. Like that's like baseball is the stupidest sport. My mom's just gonna have a heart attack hearing me say this as a diehard baseball fan, but baseball, when you think about like when I was a kid, I used to go to baseball games and I sit there and think, who the fuck came up with this? Like literally imagine standing around with a bunch of dudes and being like, all right, hold on. You stand over there and you hold this heavy stick, okay? Hold this branch, okay? Now, I'm going to throw it at you and you got to hit it far away. And they're like, okay. And then they hit it far away. And then they're like, no. You hit it not far away enough. And so you're out, you're done. And then they like invented this strike system. Like if you miss it, you got 3 times. But if it's out of there, you got 4. But if you miss it 2 times, and then the ball or rock or whatever the hell they're doing, if you miss it 2 times and then hit it outside of bounds, it's not a strike. But in the first 2 times, it is a strike. And then if I don't get it near you 4 times, then you walk to a base. And you're like, well, what's a base? Oh, you don't just score. You got to go to a base. And there's 3 bases. And then there's home. So I guess there's 4, but we don't call home a base. That's the home one. And they're like, okay, well, so there's people catching the ball out in the field. And they're like, yes. You got outfielders, you got infielders. On this side, you have something called the shortstop. We're just going to add a guy in there. Oh, okay. awesome game. 9 innings, by the way. It's just like, what? Like it's so detailed. It seems like I'm imagining a like somebody with obsessive compulsive disorder, like who just needed everything to happen the way that they wanted at one particular moment with some stupid stick and ball type thing in a field, and then that was like the rule forever. Because like in comparison, you could see basketball, right? Like we're throwing this ball in that hole. If you get it in the hole, you get a point. And then if you throw it in this hole, you get a point. And then after that, it's like, okay, well, what happens if you just wait by the hole and somebody throws the ball? Okay, well, that's offsides, all that other stuff. Soccer, same thing. Like you're kicking a ball in an area and somebody guards it. But baseball's just, that came from aliens or something. That's a, I don't understand. My mom's going off on me now. She's going to tell everybody another story about I left all my clothes somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I guess football's kind of the same, isn't it? Or American football. It's just, you kick it, and then it's 2 points if this happens, and 3 points if that, and then you throw it, and you got this many yards before it's like, what's happening? You got people on the outside, and then the quarterback has to pitch it back, and then somebody pitch it to him, and then you throw it. And it's like very... Like, what are y'all doing? Well, I mean, I feel like NFL... Well, I also feel like baseball. I feel like they were engineered in the later days for commercials. Like, they were just kind of propped up because they were the most commercial ad-friendly ones. Whereas, like, soccer is, not commercial-friendly because you have... Pretty much, if you show a commercial in the middle of a soccer game, like you can't cut it up into innings or plays like you can in NFL. And so you have, imagine you would just end up ruining the whole game for somebody by showing a commercial because that would be when the goal was scored. However, MMA, boxing, much more just 2 people going at it. I mean, boxing's pretty specific, I guess, but yeah. Well, no, MMA's gotten kind of ridiculous, I guess. Like, if I sit down with somebody who's watching MMA for the first time, the questions they ask, I start realizing how absurd it is. It's like, no, like you can't knee somebody, you can't kick somebody in the head when they're on the ground unless you're on the ground. And they can only have one knee. Like weird things like that where it's like, oh, I thought this was no rules fighting, but it's pretty rigid. Oh, God, snooker. Yeah, nobody in America watches snooker. I've spent a lot of time at pool halls, and I think I've only seen a snooker table once. Yeah. At 8:30, we're just gonna switch over to sports. Get a nice cool tagline. Oh, this song is not a sports fan song. Oh, dude, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments are complicated. Like, I've been in plenty. And I don't even understand. Well, I don't understand why I got a point or why. Like a lot of times I've been like, oh, I got a point for that. Cool. Like I really didn't understand. Wrestling too. Like it's just kind of up to the judge or the ref, and yeah, a lot of times it just literally comes down. I mean, I guess it depends on the type of wrestling too, but it literally comes down to like one person thought that they saw your head lower than the other person, so therefore you lose a point. It's like pretty silly when you start looking at it. But yeah, jiu-jitsu tournaments are boring as hell. Like if you look, like they'll have the Pan Americans, or they'll have like, they'll have big IB, like the World IBJJF tournaments, And if you watch like the highlights of the entire thing, it takes like a week. Like it's a long ass tournament. And if you look at like the highlights are like, 30 seconds, a minute, minute long of just like some like somewhat impressive. I mean, it's all impressive, but like I just mean like visually, it's not that impressive. It's like one person will like roll the other person over really fast and then choke them out. And it'll be like, whoa, that's the big move of the whole thing. Yeah, but there's karate combat. That one's crazy. I'll show you what that looks like here. For anybody who's never, so I don't know who runs karate. Like there is some sort of like central karate organization type thing. And so they're like, yeah, so check this out. So karate combat is funny. When this first came out, I wanted to do it because I felt like that was much more I just felt like, all the things I didn't like doing, like takedown defense and stuff, were kind of not part of this. So you have these slants, sort of. So there is no cage grabbing. You can't really fly out. You can't like get knocked out of the cage or out of the ring. They have clinching, but you can only clinch for so many seconds. You can obviously do head kicks and head punches and stuff. It's just basically like point-based karate, but without the points. Yeah, it's interesting. It's and it's always in some sort of crazy venue like this. Like it really, the first like 10 that they did, they actually had stats. Like it would be like Street Fighter or something. I mean, millions of dollars goes into this. Actually, Wonderboy, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, is I think he's sometimes the announcer. Which, yeah, I'm shooting another video with him soon. They do not allow stomps. I don't think anybody allows stomps right now, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, Lyoto Machida, of course, is part of this. Oh yeah, Luke Rockhold was doing this. Yeah, so I mean, there's like a lot of UFC fighters who sort of tried this out, but yeah. Anyway, karate, and I think it's free. I think it probably costs money to go to an event, but I think it's free to watch. I believe. So anybody who's interested in watching people beat the shit out of each other in a futuristic sport, this one's trying really hard. Head kicks with bare feet and no padding? Well, what do you mean? Like I'm pretty. Yeah, that's possible. Oh man, that'd be fun. The thrill of the fight. I've seen that. I've heard mixed reviews, but oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Steam one. There's like a boxing game on Steam that was like getting some steam for a minute, but yeah, thrill of the fight, the game. Yeah, yeah, I have that on my Quest. I'm rather good at it, believe it or not. I'm good at it, except that I hurt my shoulders and elbows playing it because I'm not hitting anything, right? So it's like if you're just, yeah, if you're hitting something, you know your distance and you could hit something, but if you're just aiming here, then you hyperextend those joints. At least if you're, yeah, my mom really likes pickleball. I like pickleball too. I'm not going to be playing anytime soon because well, maybe with my broken foot, you could beat me. Yeah. Well, I mean, this was a pretty casual stream, wasn't it? It was pretty chill. We're not, yeah. I just wanted to play around with music and I wanted to relax, and I guess I did. Yeah. It was kind of like a wind down. I literally got here like 5 minutes before the stream because I'm still working on construction on the other house. That's pretty crazy. I'll show you where that is. Get your questions ready about that because I'll probably do a Q&A stream about the whole thing at some point. Yeah, here's where we are as of last night. This is like midnight last night. Like everybody's working overtime. I set up things in a way where it's like, we have to have it done by this time. Otherwise, like you're not, not paying for this bonus money type thing. It's a long, but basically I structured it in a way to where everybody's working very hard and wants to get it done by the due date. So that's good. But yeah. How do you tell your friend text prompt AI music is trash? I mean, whatever. He won't do. I mean, text prompt AI music's like awesome. It's super fun for a few weeks at most, and then you get bored of it because like text prompt anything. It's a toy. It's a magic trick, and then you get tired of seeing it, and then new one comes out, and they raise $50 million, and people use it, use the free account. Nobody actually pays for it. I mean, some people pay for it, but then they get tired of it. So I don't find it that threatening because it's yeah. And there's good ones. I mean, there's ones that are amazing. There's ones that aren't out yet that I've had my music trained on one. I've had my music as the base model for one from Stability, and it's incredible. It's not public because Stability's actually probably in that realm of the business. They're the only ones that are actually now paying attention to copyright and being cool about that. But yeah, it's incredible. It's mind blowing. It's better than anything I've heard publicly by a wide margin. And still, though, I would probably get bored of it after a while. But yeah. Yeah, there's a. Wish I could find him. Well, I can't find him. I don't know why I'm saying I wish I could find him. They're probably right here. Let me find. I'll show you some stuff. Okay, so like here is so this is from 2 years ago, about 2 years, 18 months ago. This is music that was rendered from my entire discography as the base model. In mono only. I thought it was cool how like things kind of picked up and slowed down. This is like 18 months ago. Okay. This is I'm choosing random. I have thousands of these. I'm just choosing a random one. This is Stability's newer thing. This is 2024. This is the first epoch. So. And this is just trained on my music. There's no text prompt. It's just random. Just make some music like that from Benn's music. I'm not familiar. What we're hearing right now, I've not listened to before because there's so many that I can't listen to them all. Now there is no yes or no feedback in these types of things. There's something called tensor board, which shows you the entropy of improvement. There are drums in some. I'll just choose the next one. It's like nothing I've heard before. I mean, sound-wise. This sounds like me. sounds like me from like Curly and Selections era, melodically. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. Not similar to the Mr. Bill Artist Brain thing. But yeah, compare that to 18 months ago. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah. All right, so next week I don't know if I'm going to have a stream. I'm just going to plan to not have one because this is going to be gone. This is probably the last time you'll see it. Say goodbye. The other room's already being torn up. So yeah, I'll have a new studio in a few weeks, but I'll definitely next week I will literally, that's like the big move day. So no streaming that day. But the week after that, I'll get my shit together by then and I'll do it. But anyway, appreciate you watching my very random, directionless FL Studio Hangout stream. Hearing my mom tell stories about me leaving my clothes on tour buses. All right, thanks for watching, and I should have a video out a week from tomorrow or a week from this weekend. So, yeah, I'll see y'all soon, and have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.